Hello everyone, it's your boy, Spy Fox, reporting live from your walls. Have you ever wanted to become a knight in shining armor, saving smoking hot babes, but without the skill to be Jump King? Or perhaps a human x-ray machine, but without the cancer? Then I have a game for you. A grown-ass man gets thrown down the stairs, dead, reduced to atoms. All of a sudden, the entire party continues. It's not a lack of camaraderie if you didn't know him anyway. Besides, serves him right. You serve a tyranny where the king and his lackeys are garbage human beings who truly, honestly, from the bottom of the deepest depths of their soul, could not care any less about your well-being. They will watch your brain get eaten by a horde of bats and simply pass by. They will see you fighting for your life in a river against a gigantic boss, bring a battleship, will not let you on board, and fucking leave you once you defeated the enemy. From the very moment I saw this man shitting his pants in his own crib and immediately ordering me to retrieve his forbidden dildo, I had set my sights on killing that man. But I digress. Right after the comic relief, the game teaches you the basics and throws you into the first level. From here on, Castle Crashers is nothing but combat, and holy shit is it fun. Enemies attack in groups, and bosses attack in unfair patterns. So, at first glance, this game may seem like your standard funny, colorful, Peggy fetus game, but goddamn if it doesn't let you beat the bitch out of your enemies. Besides, it's Peggy 16, holy shit, I thought it was 3. Nevertheless, this game is quite diabolical. For example, you're going to encounter calcium people herb stomping your dead homie. So, as a logical response, you jump them 3v1, commit grave robbery, and then jump their dead homies, only to get jumped by a new type of enemy 3v1 and die, who you then counter jump and proceed to the boss fight. I love this game. On the flip side, seeing your enemies do laundry in a peaceful valley makes me wonder if they are truly the evil force of this story. At least compared to the king's treatment, they look quite reasonable. You set out to rescue 4 kidnapped princesses, held captive by 4 major bosses, and of course to retrieve the king's dildo before the evil wizard exposes the king's browsing history on the thing. Or something, I don't know what his motive is, he doesn't talk. After completing the first mission, you immediately bang a hot princess, which supports the claim that you are not driven by virtue, but by lust. Would you really risk your life for someone who doesn't care to retrieve something that isn't yours? No, the horny has won. Your cock is your compass. You level up your character by damaging enemies. Every time you level up, you get to spend 1 point upgrade on your abilities. You can invest your points in strength, magic, defense, or throw them in the trash. It's very tempting to see a zap of lightning come out of your hands and start spending all your points on magic upgrades. But lightning doesn't stop bombs. Spend your points wisely. As you level up, you learn new combos at specific levels. These combos chain really well into other combos, so you can use them to aggressively pulp your enemies, then beat their corpse so hard it prevents their soul from going to heaven. I am serious. You can infinitely chain stomp your enemies against world borders if you wanted to, but be careful because enemies will try to interrupt you using projectiles and or the kinetic force of their allies. A reasonable response would be to fire your own bow and arrow that you got in the first level, but lo and behold, it's shit. You can upgrade the bow's range and firing rate by investing points into your agility stat, with the emphasis being on you, because I would never. In addition to your bow, you will obtain a horn and a shovel. Respectively, the horn actually, honestly, does nothing except clear 1 door and unlock 1 pet, as far as I know. The shovel can be used to dig up buried treasure, which I think is really cool. This treasure can range anywhere from great riches to the boots of the damned. Next to your permanent items, you can buy consumables at multiple shops throughout the map. Every store has different prices for the exact same goods. A gentle reminder that you can run from your responsibilities, but you are never safe from the free market. Consumable items are health potions, which instantly heal you back to full health, and special sandwiches laced with prime and anabolic steroids, allowing you to rip solid steel doors out of their door frames and throw your enemies beyond the world border. Shops also sell weapons and pets, which can be useful if you want them. The shopkeepers are chill people, loving the 9 to 5, suspicious people, distrusting their customers, or both. And then, there is this guy, who put his own life on the line for no reason whatsoever to sell you overpriced potions, which I will happily purchase because I respect the grind. Speaking of pets, Pets are my absolute favorite thing about Castle Crashers. They are immortal, levitating, all-knowing, and power-bestowing. Straight up celestial beings. Some example pets are the Angry Bird from Angry Birds, who collects hidden treasure. A seahorse from British documentaries, who makes you move faster in water. Jay Schlatt, who attacks indiscriminately. The golden fish, aka Whale Gates, who brings you more gold. A fat chicken who somehow makes you stronger in 3 different attributes, and many more. They make getting bad bitches, acquiring women's, far more doable. Okay, you got it? Good. Castle Crashers has one singular motto. It echoes through every mission that you do. No man left behind. This is not a call for camaraderie. This is a call of duty. You must /TP heaven all your enemies or you're not allowed to finish the game. I am serious. It won't let you advance. Like most adventure games, Castle Crashers takes you to a new kingdom come every few minutes. Get it? 1 minute, you're killing tax evaders in the forest, and the very next, you're killing tax collectors in their own church. I love historically accurate games. Oh, well, I guess that's my divine punishment for spreading biblical misinformation on the internet. Breathe the pure air quality of Pompeii and Herculaneum before smelling the sweet production of the Industrial Revolution. Cool off on a ship that gets raided by pirates and land straight in the Middle East. This is where you first enjoy the benefits of treasure digging and passive unless provoked mobs, where you must fight off the local sand beetles that have guns and don't look like beetles. Holy shit. And then you get abducted by fucking aliens. What the fuck? Once aboard the alien ship, you of course fight aliens and then find other people abducted and put in stasis tubes, who you of course heroically leave behind when a carbon copy of me slams the electronics and blows up the entire ship. Hey, I did all I could. At least the sand people are not so bad. Instead of fighting, they invite you to play sports. I love playing post-massacre volleyball, which is actually more difficult than it is relaxing. But I reduce the difficulty by assaulting the enemy team while they are playing. This is blatant cheating, but who cares? My reputation is already beyond saving. Afterwards, I unlock the alien character as the ultimate BM to the people I just left for dead for no reason. Anyway, enemy skills and spells are always on par with yours. Every time you learn a new spell or combo, they do too. So don't walk into your next mission too confident because holy shit. This is quite tricky because every character has unique magic attributes. Though every character has the same 4 options, being splash magic, magic projectile, air projectiles, and magic jump, the shape and effects of each character's magic is different. For example, the 4 main knights of the game use lightning, fire, poison, and ice. Next to dealing base damage, these attacks can respectively stun, burn, poison, and freeze your enemies. The very shape of the splash magic spell in particular is also unique per character. Some create a stationary line, others shoot out heaps of projectiles, others just throw a big splash of magic, and one even goes full Donkey Kong. Pretty much all of the characters you encounter in this game are unlockable, and bless old game developers, keep their unique moveset when you get to play them, because there's nothing worse than unlocking a cool enemy as a playable character and exactly all the things that made him cool you can't use because fuck you. The blacksmith is a prime example of perfection. Even though you don't encounter him during the campaign in any combat scenes, he is quite noteworthy because he tortures animals. A lot. Specifically this one. In fact, only that one. And that is the cool part. He takes that into his gameplay. When you unlock him, instead of using magic, he uses that fucking frog to throw attacks at you, which is nuts. Because it's not even considered to be magic. The final boss of this game has a melee repellent shield, and if you hit him with that frog, he repels it. So fucking cruel. Now, if you want to know how to unlock a certain character, please check out the wiki. It explains things far better than I ever would or could, thus saving your precious time and my overburdened neurons. Now, let me tell you about boss battles. From here on, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't played Castle Crashers yet, then I'm sorry. Not because of what I'm going to say, but because it's been out for 15 years, yet here you are. Like I said in the beginning, Castle Crashers knows 4 major boss fights, and in between, you will encounter sub-bosses. This name is canon, trust me, I made it up myself. Sub-bosses can be short and easy, or long and inspiring. Inspiring me to look up the address of the person who made this. Every battle is unique and perfectly timed along the length of your journey. 1 second you're chilling in the tax evaders forest, commonly known as Switzerland, where you suddenly spot a nimble deer, a beautiful owl, and a majestic grizzly bear shitting themselves out of fear. What the fuck? But then, oh no, you're abruptly confronted by a small boss who, well, if that's why the wildlife is shitting itself, then ah, what the fuck is that? How is that deer propelling itself? Oh my goodness gracious, that was as close as it could be. Time to carefully assess my situation. Ah, what the fuck? fucking giant hydro pussy! Okay, let's leave. Hey, wait! Well, just massacred a church. Feeling good. Time to return the money to those who need it most. Oh shit, happy days. It's the princess. Oh my god, he's shooting bombs out of an organ. Okay, on the car, princess clothes, Cyclops riding it. Cool, I will worry about that next level. First, get these fucking bandits off. Oh, how did he get to the fucking church? Ah! And that's only the first few levels. There are many more intense and wildly creative boss fights, but for the, I hope, very few of you that haven't played this yet, I will let you experience that for yourself. You're welcome. I'm gonna fast forward to the final boss, an epic multi-stage battle for multiphobic people. Let's, for the sake of this video, assume you beat this level, and you slowly fly back on the king's dildo that you somehow know how to operate. You what is this moisture? And reminisce on your journey as you take the last princess to safety. You finally arrive at your warm home, where every species is now cool with each other, as if his boys didn't just stomp on the corpse of your friend about 2 hours of gameplay ago. But no matter, the strongest bonds are born out of mutual hate. Just ask how the Japanese and the Germans felt about Italy exactly 80 years ago. So wholesome. People, I have a confession to make. To be honest, I already finished this game many years ago. Yes, most of this knowledge isn't fresh. Like a clementine you find in your school backpack after summer break. Disgusting, moldy, unpleasant to the touch, yet full of life. Why does this matter, you wonder? Long ago, my brother in Christ and I plowed through the campaign together over the course of 2 long summer nights, having an unforgettable blast. That was a very poor choice of words. I have to tell you that playing Castle Crashers with friends is a much better experience. In fact, replaying the game alone is quite lonely. I was very aware of this, but I just really felt like playing Castle Crashers, so I used this video as an excuse to do so. Which means that, yes, this entire channel is no more than one big coping mechanism for my unbearable loneliness. Anyway, time for the best part, the moment we've all been waiting for. With the kingdom saved and the people reunited, there is only one thing, lady, left to do. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's BM.